Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our Ecomdash Getting Started webinar. My name is Matt. I'm going to be walking through this webinar presentation with you today, alongside a demo that we'll be doing in the background of the webinar. All right, so getting started with Ecomdash. Take a quick look at our agenda for today. We're just going to simply walk through all of the modules within the Ecomdash software. This includes the Restock module, Inventory Management module, Listing module, your Orders module, the Reporting module, and then the Settings module. So let's take a quick look at the Ecomdash account here. As you can see, we have our modules broken up here on the navigation bar at the top of your account. Within the Restock module, you'll be able to create purchase orders, work orders, and internal transfers. The Inventory module, that's where you'll manage all of your products, view your low inventory, and check history for your product syncs. Everything regarding listings is in the Listing module. That's where you'll see active listings, queued listings, listing management, and unlisted products. The Orders module, that's going to cover all of your sales orders and your shipping orders. Reporting is very straightforward. We have 47 different reports for you to run out of the Ecomdash software. And then your Settings module is where everything's going to be set up for your account. That could include storefront setup, shipping setup, warehouse setup, etc. So we'll be walking through all of that today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first module we come to within the Ecomdash software is the Restock module. Within the Restock module, you'll be able to create purchase orders. This is when you're sending a order over to your supplier for more goods. A work order. Work orders are made for built products within Ecomdash. So let's take the example of a necklace. If you have a clasp, a chain, and a pennant that are the three components of that necklace, and you need to create a work order to have that final product built, you do that from the work order module. The last feature in the Restock module is the internal transfer feature. This is when you're sending goods from one warehouse to another. So if you had goods at a warehouse in Charlotte and wanted to send that to your warehouse in Seattle, you could create an internal transfer to get that done. So let's take a closer look within the software at these three features. All right, so I've landed here in the purchase order module. Again, this is under Restock, purchase orders. So on this page, you can see quite a few different purchase orders I've made here. If I click on the green plus mark down below, you'll be able to see all of the products that were included in these orders. Here's a good example here. It gives me the name of my product that I've ordered, the SKU of that product, the quantity that I ordered of that product, and then the cost of that product. Creating a purchase order within Ecomdash is very simple. You just click on the blue Add New button here in the top left corner. That's going to bring you to this screen. I would then be able to choose my suppliers from my drop down here, which employee of the company was making this purchase order. Then I just simply click the blue button to add the products I'd like, and then I can add the quantity. So if I select the SKU, I'd be able to enter my quantity. Simple as that. I could add as many products as I'd like to this order. There's no limit on that. And then I'd be able to submit that purchase order and email it to my supplier or print it directly from this screen as well. If I wanted to send my purchase order down to QuickBooks Online, I could do that simply by checking the checkbox and clicking the blue Export to QuickBooks button. Again, that's the purchase order module within Ecomdash. Let's go ahead and move on to the work order module. Again, this is for built products within Ecomdash. So if you have any of your products set up as a built product, you would be able to create that work order directly from this screen. It works the exact same as the purchase order, where you click the blue button that says Add New, select your products that you want to go on that work order, and then you can print that and submit it directly from the screen. Last is an internal transfer. You can see here down below, I have quite a few internal transfers that I've already made. Some of them are new, have not been submitted. Some of them I have submitted, and you can see they're in transit. Creating an internal transfer is very simple. I just choose my origination warehouse. my destination warehouse, I'd select the date. If I was entering any shipping information or tracking information, and then adding what products is going in that transfer, and then the quantity. Once I'd add all the products for that quantity, I'd just click save, and then I'd be able to create that internal transfer. So that is the restock module within Ecomdash. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next module, which is the inventory module. Within the inventory module, this is where all of your products are going to be housed within Ecomdash. So these are the base products, or the actual products that you have. These are separate from the listings. Your listings are where you list the products that you have. This is where you control the base quantities and any details regarding the products. So we'll take a look at the product details here in just a moment. You also have the option to take a look at the low inventory screen within the inventory module. This is going to show you any products that are low inventory within Ecomdash, and you can quickly create purchase orders for those within this module. So let's take a look. All right, so I'm currently on the inventory management page. So if you're getting there from the navigation bar, that's under inventory management. You can do quite a bit from this screen within Ecomdash. It's one of the main screens you're going to be visiting. As you can see, I can view all of my products within here. It's going to have their SKU, their quantity, and the date that that was added to the software. Another thing I can do from this page is turn on AutoSync or turn off AutoSync for products. So AutoSync is a feature within Ecomdash that gives Ecomdash permission to communicate quantity changes to your storefronts. When you start your trial with Ecomdash, the AutoSync feature is turned off. So you would have to manually turn that on for your products before Ecomdash syncs out quantity changes to your storefronts. Turning on AutoSync for your products is very simple. All you have to do is hover over this blue button, and then you'll see the button that says Turn on AutoSync. So simply select which SKUs you want to turn on AutoSync for. I know that AutoSync is not turned on for these top 3 products because there's not a blue rotating circle here. As you can see below, this product does have AutoSync turned on. So if I wanted to turn it on for the top 3, I would simply select those 3, hover over Sync Actions, and click Turn on AutoSync. That would enable AutoSync for those products. Within this inventory management screen, you also get a real good view that's very quick of your quantity for the products. So I can click on the pencil in the quantity column, and that's going to show me all of my warehouses within Ecomdash, as well as what my quantity for each warehouse is. So as you can see, I currently have 5 in Pete's warehouse. If I wanted to add 7 to my Walters Hat World storage, I could just simply change the 0 to a 7, click save, and then it would add that quantity to my allotment. Let's take a look inside of a product at product details. So I'm going to select the beach ball here. By clicking the binoculars to get into the product, I can edit a lot of the product details. This includes the product name, SKU. I could turn AutoSync on and off individually from in this screen. I could also set reserve levels, target inventory levels, reorder levels, enter any supplier information, such as supplier SKU, how much I pay for this product when I order it from my supplier, any shipping link, such as the box sizes or the weight of the product, any manufacturer information, UPC code, which is very helpful when listing to Amazon or Walmart. And then at the bottom, I can view my warehouses for this product. As you can see, I currently have stock in all 3 warehouses for this product. However, I'm only including the top warehouse in my syncable balance. So if I wanted to start fulfilling orders out of Pete's warehouse for this product, I could simply click the checkbox, and that would add that inventory to the syncable balance. It would now be the 90 plus the 25. If I wanted to add my third warehouse, I could select the checkbox for that. Same thing, it'll now add that 5 into that balance, which is now reflected at the top. We also have a set of tabs up here within the product details. This includes the custom tab. This is any custom attributes that I've made for this product. I can edit any listing information for this product. I'd be able to add images for this product. You can add up to 12 images for each product within Ecomdash. Manage any storefront information, such as my reference ID for the storefront. The reference ID within Ecomdash is when we go to communicate with that storefront, what SKU are we looking for on that storefront? So let's say for Sears on this product, if on Sears my SKU was ABC123 for this product, I could change that. So every time Ecomdash tries to communicate with Sears, that is the SKU we're looking for. So this is a good way to fix bad mapping within the software. I can also choose my desired fulfillment method for each storefront, whether that was fulfilled by Amazon or fulfilled by merchant. And last, I can view the movement of the product. So this allows me to select a few different triggers from the drop down here and see my movement for the product as well as the history. Next, let's take a look at the low inventory feature. What this does is quickly shows you any products within your Ecomdash account that has low inventory. How do we deem something as low inventory? Within the product details page that we were just in, you can set a target inventory level. Anytime the true quantity on hand falls below that target inventory level, then we're going to show it on this low inventory screen. Now directly from here, you can also create a purchase order. So if you had quite a few products in here or just one or two like I have here, you could check those, click add new, and that's going to go ahead and add those to a purchase order. It's going to autofill to the reorder unit quantity, which is basically just taking your target inventory level and subtracting it from your quantity, letting you know how many you need to hit that target level. But you could always change that on the purchase order. So this is just a really helpful screen for low inventory products and a quick way to create purchase orders for those low inventory products in bulk. Within each module, we also have what we call quick links. Quick links can be found on the individual pages that we're walking through, but this is just a quick way to get to those. So if I wanted to simply add a new product, a new kit, upload inventory, instead of navigating through the pages to get to those triggers, I can simply click on those from the drop-down. Same thing with restock inventory. If I wanted to quickly create a purchase order, transfer, same with listings, you're going to find those quick links in all of the drop-downs. So that is the inventory module within Ecomdash. Next, let's take a look at the listing module. So we just learned about our products within Ecomdash. Now let's learn how to list those to our channels, or how to view our active listings. The listing module is broken up into 4 parts. The first, listing management. This is just a basic overview of all of your listings. The second, unlisted products. This is where you're going to be able to select a storefront and see every product within your Ecomdash account that's not listed on that storefront. That's a great way to list in bulk. We'll walk through that in just a moment. Queued listings. This is almost, you can think of that like a holding cell in between unlisted products and active listings. When you've already queued a product within Ecomdash, that's where we're communicating with the storefront, making sure all the information is there. And if it is, we're going to tell you that's ready to list. If it's not, we're going to tell you if any edits need to be made. And then obviously active listings is pretty straightforward. That's all of your active listings from your storefront showing within Ecomdash. So let's take a look at the listing module. All right, this is the listing management page. So in the navigation bar, that'd be under listings, listing management. I can sort by certain suppliers, warehouses, and then the different types of inventory. But right now, I'm just going to leave it set to all. So this is going to show all of my SKUs within my Ecomdash account, what storefront I currently have those listed on, what storefront I do not have those listed on, and then if I've queued this listing up for a storefront that's being waited to be confirmed. It'll also show me my quantity for the product. Again, this is just a brief overview. Most of your work will be done in the next few tabs. So let's take a look at unlisted products. So the key with this page here is to select from the dropdown which storefront you want to see that the products are not listed on. So this says display products not listed in. I can choose one of my storefronts. And again, this is going to show me every product within my Ecomdash account that is not listed on that storefront. So I'll go ahead and select Amazon. So these are all the SKUs within my Ecomdash account that are not listed on my Amazon storefront. So what I can do is select up to 100 in bulk using the checkbox over on the left. And I can queue those listings up to go directly to Amazon. So this is really how you can list efficiently and very quickly in bulk, is through this unlisted products tab. Let's switch over to eBay. This is going to show me every product within my Ecomdash account that's not listed on eBay as a fixed price listing. Same thing, I can queue those up in bulk. Once I queue those up, they go to the queued listings tab. Once we're on the queued listings tab, this is going to show you if edits need to be made to the listing before it's submitted or if it's ready to go. So this will what it'll look like if the listing is ready to be submitted. That means we've communicated with the storefront. Everything was good to go on that. It can now be submitted. You can also check and see if edits need to be made. For example, if I click into this listing, it said edits are required. This is going to show me everything that has to be changed before I submit that to eBay. Same thing with every storefront. As you can see for this one for Amazon, I didn't have an ASIN or a UPC filled in. I didn't have my condition filled in, and the price was set to 0. So a simple change of the actual UPC, if I entered the ASIN and then entered a correct price, that would then show that this listing is ready to submit to Amazon. So that is the queued listings tab. The last tab is the active listings tab. Again, I can choose storefront by storefront or view all storefronts, but this is going to show me all of my active listings on my storefront. You can also view the actual listing on the storefront by clicking the the red storefront here. So that's going to pull that listing up on the storefront. Within this module, I'm able to make a few edits to my products. So let's take a look at an eBay listing. If I click on the binoculars for this active listing, I would be able to change the listing title, the SKU, add the UPC code. If I wanted to change the duration, the category, basically anything related to this item, I could change. And then I could submit revisions back out to the storefront. Submitting revisions is very simple. You click the checkbox, then click the blue Submit Revisions button, and we'll send those revisions out to the storefront. I can also end listings from directly within this page as well. Same thing, click the checkbox beside the listing, click the blue End Listings button. That would take the listing off of the storefront. So this is the listing module within Ecomdash. The quick link we have for this is download listings. What that means is we're simply going to get a fresh listing download from your storefront. So if you choose to make your changes on your storefront instead of within Ecomdash, that's perfectly fine. You would just want to download those most recent changes into Ecomdash. Doing so is very simple. You just click on Listings, Download Listings, choose your storefront, and click Submit. Next, let's walk through the Order module. Two different types of orders are within Ecomdash. The first is your sales orders. So this is the order as it comes in from the storefront, while it's still in a sales order status. Second is a shipping order. So once you're ready to fulfill that sales order, you can create a shipping order for that. So let's take a look at both of those within the software. All right, so as you can see, this brings me straight into the paid ready to ship order screen. To get here within your dashboard, you go to Orders, Order Management. So first, you'll see the paid ready to ship orders. These are orders that have been paid for on the storefront and are ready to ship. The opposite of that would be an awaiting payment order. An example of this is an eBay, let's say it was an item on eBay that was for bid. The user has agreed to purchase the item, but they have not yet paid. This would come into an awaiting payment order. Obviously, we don't want you to ship that out until we get that confirmation from eBay that the order has been paid. At that time, it would move to the paid ready to ship orders. Within this page, it's going to show me all of my orders that are paid, the payment date, and then the SKUs that are included in this order. If I wanted to see a little more detailed breakdown of what's in each order, I can click the green plus sign over on the left, and then that's going to show the drop down below. It's also going to show which storefront it came from. So with these orders, what I can do is I can print invoices, picking lists, and packing slips. So since these orders are paid, if I wanted to pick them from my warehouse or print packing slips for the package, I could do that in bulk, selecting up to 250 at a time, clicking the checkbox on the left, hovering over the print button, and that's where I could print my invoices, my pick lists, or my packing slips. Once they're ready, you would simply click the checkbox beside the orders you wanted to move to a shipping order and click Create Shipping Order. That would turn those sales orders into a shipping order. Now let's say you drop ship these products and you wanted to send an order out to one of your drop ship warehouses for fulfillment. You can do that within this screen as well. That is what this blue Export Warehouse Data button does. So let's pretend this top order, AB-1030, was a drop ship order, and I wanted to send that out to my warehouse manually. I could click the checkbox, click the blue Export Warehouse Data button, then I'd be able to choose my warehouse I wanted to send that to, as well as the rules, if I wanted to split that or keep it all together. That's how I would manually send an order to a drop shipper. So let's take a look at the shipping orders within Ecomdash. So assuming the order was paid, I created a shipping order for that. It is now going to move to the Unshipped Orders tab. So it's now a shipping order, but it's currently unshipped. This is where I'll be able to see the order, any shipping information. I could enter the weight for this package that I'm shipping out. And then I would be able to use one of my integrated shippers to create the label from directly within Ecomdash. So in this example, I have my stamps.com account hooked up. I could choose my package type, my delivery confirmation, and then I'd be able to print this shipping order directly. So this is the shipping order screen within Ecomdash. It's going to show me all of my unshipped orders. Now on the previous screen, when I drop shipped out, I would be able to view that order as well within the dropship management screen. So this is going to show me all of my orders that I'm currently drop shipping. What I can do from this screen is import data back into Ecomdash from the dropshipper. So normally, in most cases, the dropshipper is going to provide you with a file once that order has been shipped, and it's going to include the shipping information and the tracking information. What's important about that is once that comes into Ecomdash, we can post it back to the storefront for you. So if I wanted to manually import that data via CSV file into Ecomdash, I could set that shipping information, the tracking information, and as soon as all of that comes into Ecomdash, we're going to update the storefront for you with that shipping and tracking information, and the customer is going to be notified that the package has been shipped. You can also view all of your FBA shipments from directly within this screen. As you can see, I don't currently have an active FBA warehouse set up on my test account, but if you did, you would be able to see all of your FBA orders within this module. The quick links for the order module includes creating sales orders. If you wanted to create a manual order within your account so it wasn't on the storefront, let's say you took an order over the phone, you could do that within this module. You could do a fresh import from your sales channels, or if you took orders in bulk via like a CSV file, let's say you were uploading historical data, or if you took orders offline for a day and you wanted to upload those, you could do those from the quick links tab as well. That is the orders, so sales orders and shipping order module within Ecomdash. Next, let's take a look at the reporting module. This is pretty straightforward. It's going to be all of the reports you can run out of your Ecomdash account. So there's quite a few options here. Like I said earlier, we do have 47 reports within this module. It can be anything from your accounting reports to inventory reports, listing reports, purchasing reports, sales reports, and shipping reports. Running these reports are very easy. You just click on the blue Generate button below the port you'd like to use. So for this report, I actually get to pick my dates that I'd like the report to run from. If I wanted to include all of my sales channels or just one, which orders I'd like, whether it's FBM or FBA, and then how I would like this generated. Do I want a PDF file or do I want an Excel file? Once I've chosen all those options, I simply click Generate, and that's going to queue up my report to be ran. Again, we do have 47 reports for you to choose from here. If you have any questions about how to generate a certain report or what's included in a certain report, you can hover over the magnifying glass here, and that'll show you what's going to be generated with that report. We also have it in the text, or you can reach out to the support team. They'd be happy to help with any reports. You can also view the history of your reports that you've ran within your account. So as you can see, the one I just queued up is complete, and I'd be able to download that and open it as a CSV file. The last module within your Ecomdash account is the settings account. A lot of administrative work is done within the settings module. Within the settings module, you'll be able to set up your storefronts, integrate your shippers, set up any warehouses, create inventory and export formats, and access the Ecomdash App Store. The settings module is on the far right of the navigation bar. And again, this is where I can enter any information such as my company information, billing information when I was moving from a trial account to an active account. If I wanted to set up any employees within Ecomdash, I could do that within the settings module. There's no limit to the amount of employees I can add within my Ecomdash account. Within inventory settings, very important is your import and export format. So import formats is when you're uploading a CSV file into Ecomdash. That CSV file can be set up any way you like. But what we have to do within Ecomdash is map out the attributes so we know where to put that data in the software. For example, within this import format, I have quite a few attributes over here on the left-hand side. What I would want to do is match these attributes to my CSV file so that they line up perfectly. So in the CSV file for this instance, SKU would be in column 1. The name of the product is in column 2. The warehouse quantity is in column 3, etc., all the way down. All you need to create an import format is SKU and then any other information you want to add. So we make the match based on the SKU. You do need to include that in. And then you can simply add anything outside of that. So that is the inventory import and export format settings. So that was under settings, inventory. I can also add any listing settings, such as templates or custom attributes. Adjust any order settings, such as custom fields and cancellation rules. Basically what that is when an order is canceled or returned, what does Ecomdash do with the stock? Do we return that to your inventory or do we leave that out of your inventory? I can set up suppliers and I can add storefronts. As you can see in this page, this is where I have all of my storefronts added. Adding a storefront is very simple. Click on the blue Add New button. Name your storefront. And then select which platform that storefront is from. From there, it'll give you all the instructions you need to complete setting up that storefront. Next, you can set up your shippers. Ecomdash integrates with UPS, Stamps.com, Indicia, Pitney Bowes, DHL, and FedEx as integrated shippers. Click Add New to select the shipper. Then enter your account information, and they would pass all of that information over to us, such as your rates and any postage you already have through that account. That's settings, shipper setup. I can also edit my packing slips and customize those per storefront to look exactly how I want to look, such as adding a company logo, adding any messages, and choosing what I want on that packing slip. Next, let's take a look at warehouse setup. This is where I set up my warehouses within Ecomdash. I can set up normal warehouses, which can be labeled standard, or I can set up dropship warehouses or fulfillment centers. I can also integrate an FBA warehouse as well. So with the FBA warehouse, Ecomdash communicates with FBA every 5 minutes to pulling your most recent data from FBA. A popular business model right now is to take all of your orders, no matter if they're on Amazon or not, such as eBay, Jet.com, Rakuten, etc., and route those over to FBA for fulfillment. So we can bring your eBay orders into Ecomdash. You can choose to fulfill those via FBA, so we'd route that order over to FBA. Once FBA ships that out, we'd pull the tracking back into Ecomdash and post that to your storefront. So it's basically using FBA as a dropship warehouse. You can set up your FBA warehouse by clicking the blue Add FBA button. and then we can pull your credentials directly in from Amazon. You could then give Ecomdash permission to pulling your inventory, as well as route orders to and from FBA. Accounting setup is where you would add QuickBooks Online if you're using that as an integration. Again, you would just name your QuickBooks Online storefront. Choose QuickBooks from the dropdown, it's the only option. And then it would populate for you a pop-up to take you directly to QuickBooks to integrate Ecomdash. And the last from the settings module is our Ecomdash App Store. Within the App Store, you can find a lot of different apps. This includes App Eagle, which is our repricing app. Crazy Lister, that's for eBay listing templates. We have pre-built drop shippers in here, such as CWR, Green Supply. We also have Motang. I believe it's on this page. And then other storefronts that we don't have full integrations for, but can route orders to and from, as well as inventory, such as Price Falls, Groupon, and House. As you can see, we'll be adding Google Shopping as well. And then you can also add return functions such as Walmart returns, and then we have Jet returns as well. There's also a few shipping apps within this store as well. I believe you do have to have an active account with Ecomdash to access the App Store. So it's not something you would be able to add from your trial. You wouldn't be able to add the apps in, but as soon as you have an active account, you would have full access to the Ecomdash App Store. So that is the quick breakdown of the Ecomdash platform. If you have any questions, we have quite a few support options for you. If you hover over the magnifying glass in the top, that's where you can search for anything in your account. The question mark drop-down gives you access to our knowledge base, our Ecomdash Academy, which includes all of our user guides, and the ability to schedule a call. This connects you directly with a product specialist where you can ask any questions you'd like. You simply select the time that works best for you and the date, and then you'd be able to schedule a call directly with our product specialist team. We also offer live chat. You can access that from the bottom right corner of your dashboard. So hover over the green support button, click on that, and that's going to connect you directly with a live chat agent. Again, thank you for attending our Ecomdash onboarding webinar. If you have any questions, we definitely want to help. We want to hear from you as well. If you have any feedback on the webinar, are in a trial account and need help getting set up, or if you're an active customer and you need help with your account, we want to help you with that as well. Definitely take advantage of scheduling a call. Again, that's in the top right corner, hovering over the question mark. Scheduling a call is absolutely free. We do that in 15-minute segments, but you can schedule as many as you like. So please take advantage of that. We definitely want to support you through your software process. And then down in the bottom right corner, that's where you can connect with the live chat as well. Again, thank you for joining us today and have a great day.